Hi, I'm Jonah Halper, and welcome back for another installment of InfoNOTmercial.com. Today we're going to be reviewing the Mighty Putty. The Mighty Putty, which according to Billy Mays can repair almost anything, is unique because not only is it an epoxy that can glue two things together, but it's also a clay, which means instead of just taking an existing broken handle and putting it back onto a mug, you're actually able to create a new handle for the mug. So we're going to give that a shot along with other things that Billy Mays did in the infomercial, and we're going to see if this is an ought to buy or a not to buy. So let's check it out. All right, so we're going to open up the Mighty Putty and see what they sent us. All right, so what we've got here, aside from the hard plastic on the outside, the inside plastic I'm assuming is on here because it claims on the box that it can cause irritation to the skin, and probably also why they send you a cute little pair of blue plastic gloves. So let's see if this works. For our first test, we're going to start with something simple. We're going to take the Mighty Putty and plug a leaky pipe. So what we've got here first is our leaky pipe. So let's cut a piece of this putty to see if it plugs that leak. So it's green on the outside and white on the inside, and as we mold it, it is turning more of a faint gray color. I truly understand why they provide gloves when you mold the clay, because it really is sticky and gets all over your fingers, and the odor isn't very nice either. Now we're going to take the activated Mighty Putty, put it onto this pipe, and see if it keeps our pipe from leaking. Clearly, the Mighty Putty has plugged the leak. What we can't tell in this test is whether this is a permanent fix. It seems to be doing the job that Billy Mays claims it can do. For this test, we're going to take a whole stick of Mighty Putty and make ourselves a handle for this mug and see if it can support the weight of the mug with water in it. Just like in kindergarten, we're going to make ourselves a Mighty Putty snake, and we're going to make ourselves a new handle for the mug. All right, so we finished making ourselves a beautiful handle for this mug. We're going to let it harden, and we're going to pour water and see if it can actually support the, the mug with water in it. It's been an hour, and we've got the new handle holding onto the mug. Let's pour some water in and see if it can support additional weight. It still does the trick. In the commercial, Billy Mays claims that this can hold up to 350 pounds. So we're going to do a couple tests by using this epoxy to hold barbells and my own body weight. For the first test, I'm using a larger application of the putty, and to be honest, it really is a workout. I mean, if he also claimed this can be for hand exercise, I think it would definitely fit the bill, and it stinks to high heavens. It really smells bad. So we've got a beautiful Mighty Putty ring here, and we're going to loop it around a chain that's going to lift this 25-pound weight. And then we're going to add ourselves a handle which is going to lift the chain and hopefully the 25-pound weight. The one catch to using Mighty Putty is that you need to activate it and then let it sit and dry for about, they claim, an hour, but we're going to give it 24 hours. Come back here with a hard and fast Mighty Putty ring and then lift this barbell off the ground. All right, let's give this a whirl. Well, it sure looks like the Mighty Putty ring is able to support 25 pounds. We've now attached 50 pounds to the chain with the Mighty Putty ring. We're going to see if it can support 50 pounds. Well, that didn't work. As you can see, the Mighty Putty isn't always mighty. And for a product that claims to hold up to 350 pounds, I would like to see it even hold up 50 pounds. For the next test, we're going to get physical, as I'm going to take this chin-up bar, stick it between these two doorposts using the adhesive Mighty Putty, and then in 24 hours, we're going to see if it can support my body weight. Oh, God. I'm really afraid. It's a scary thing. No. Clearly the Mighty Putty was not able to support my 185-pound frame, and it almost killed me in the process. For our last test, we're going to mount this step onto this wall. So we were hoping to mount the step onto this door, but what we found here is that because of the store's smooth surface, it actually won't stick. And I suspect that's going to happen with any really smooth surface, that the Mighty Putty won't adhere to it properly. So we've seen some things that the Mighty Putty can do and can't do. We're now going to review the pros and cons. For the pros, the Mighty Putty is good for repairing damaged furniture or utensils. It's good for small temporary repairs like a leaky pipe. It can hold a moderate amount of weight, and it's versatile as a putty and epoxy. For the cons, it really smells awful. It's also a real workout for the hands. It's hard to wash the sticky mess, and it's not as strong as claimed. Also, it does not hold on to smooth surfaces well. Bottom line, the Mighty Putty is good for smaller temporary fixes, but is not as impressive as the infomercial claimed. However, you might want to keep a couple sticks around the house in case of emergency. Thanks again for watching. My name is Jonah Halper, and be sure to check out the other great reviews on InfoNOTmercial.com.